All right, we'd like to welcome Adam Scott to the interview room here at the Buttefield Bermuda Championship. Adam, it's welcome back, I guess I could say. It's been 10 years since you've been here. You were here for the Grand Slam in 2013, which you won. You got to play the back nine just now. What are your first thoughts on the golf course after seeing it for the first time in 10 years?
Yeah, it's great to be back, and I was excited to come here. I had a great time and a good experience on this golf course for a couple of days 10 years ago. The course is very much what I remember it, and really just going to spend the next couple of days getting used to the condition of the golf course, the grass, the speed of the greens. There's a lot of movement on this terrain here, and I think some subtleties on the green you've just got to pay attention to a little bit, but it seems soft, so I'm sure the scoring's going to be pretty good, whether the wind blows or not.
So what was your incentive to come here? I know you were up in Boston recently for the announcement of Boston Commonwealth TGL. What was the incentive for you to come and play here following that?
Yeah, I think there were quite a few factors that fell into place that it really made sense to play this week. I was close by in Boston. This time of year I'm really not around the East Coast normally, but there was the TGL announcement for Boston Common Golf. That was great. Great fun to be at Fenway Park yesterday for the day and see every bit of it. It felt like we did a lot of activities around there. It was really fun. Also, I'm playing in Australia in just a couple of weeks' time, and after a fairly quiet period at the back end of the year, it's a good time to get going again and not only try and play well this week, but get ready to be going in Australia. And of course, I feel like I've played fairly solid all year and not got results, and I'm not going to get results being on the couch at home, and it'd be nice to get a result going on the PGA Tour before next season starts and try and improve my standings and get a position in a couple of these signature events.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. You come in here at number 85 in the FedEx Cup Fall Series. You've played Zozo, I think, is the only one in the fall. So that's in the back of your mind, the incentive there to get in that 51 to 60, perhaps to get into those.
Well, that's nice, because then I get in those two, and I wouldn't ask for an invite to them. But, it's also a point where, I have to balance a schedule and being a bit older, and I can't play everything and chase everything. So if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And I don't expect to be given invites all over the place next year. I'll plan the best schedule I can, and if I can get a couple of invites, that'd be great. But it'd be so much better to go out and win a tournament this week and kind of get some result out of some of the work I've put into the game and the changes I've kind of made this year, and go into next year full of confidence.
Do you feel like Port Royal fits your eye, and if so, why?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've played a lot of this resort-style golf as a kid, growing up on the Gold Coast. I mean, I call this resort-style golf. This is a golf club, but, the grass is similar to home in Queensland, and, I think it's helpful around here if you strike the ball well, because it's hard scrambling a lot out of the rough, and with the wind blowing, I think that feels like home a bit as well. So certainly enjoy playing this kind of resort style, tropical weather. That feels a bit more like home to me.
Gentlemen, you have a question?
Yeah. Any additional pressure? You do come in as a favorite, and you say you've done it out without great results or results that you probably would have aimed for. Any additional pressure, despite the fact that you are a former number one, former Masters winner? Any pressure in this event?
I don't think so. I think it's a nice thing. At many different times in my career, I've come to events as the favorite or world number one, or in good form, and expectation being high, and that's kind of what I like. That's the environment I want to be in, and if that's the case this week, I feel like I am the best player here, and that might help me perform a little better. So I don't find pressure like that. You can feed off that expectation a little bit.
Yes, indeed. Any more difficult being able to motivate yourself now at 43 than you were at a much younger age?
Yeah, honestly, yes. At times, for sure. I think the year-round schedule makes it harder, you know, and my life has changed even certainly from 10 years ago when I was here. A family, my own family now, and certainly other priorities to balance with the game. So, you know, that's always a juggling act, and at times there is motivation, but the passion is still there, that's for sure, and it's just about, you know, balancing all this the best I can so that I can get the most out of myself in all these areas, which isn't easy, because I really believe you can really only be great at one thing. You can be good at lots of things, but only great at one. Yeah.
Adam, was there anything, you know, I know you only played the back nine, but was there anything that kind of stood out to you that you'd kind of forgotten from 10 years ago when you played here that kind of you saw today? It's a little bit shocking or different? Or?
Yeah, the terrain probably. I probably forgot how much up and down there was on the golf course. And it's quite severe in spots, you know. Certainly playing up 18, I thought that was quite severe. There's a lot of tee shots where you don't see where the ball finishes, and that's always a little more challenging than when the hole is right out in front of you. So a few things, you know, that I had to kind of settle into out there, even in just 9 holes.
Just going back to the TGL announcement with the Boston Common and your teammates, how do you feel like with the teammates, the mix of players from around the world?
It's quite an interesting mix, I would say, and I think the great thing is that we have Keegan from Boston, and bringing that kind of that's his hometown element and the passion of Boston sports into the team, and he's kind of a hype guy as well. I'm probably less so, but you know, to see his passion, to be saying he was representing the city of Boston yesterday was really great, and you know, our hope is that this is really entertaining for everyone, and with some good results from Boston Common, we get the city of Boston into the game of golf through it.
And you already touched on heading down to Australia, your homeland, to play some events down there. How many events will you play? How long will you stay there?
Yeah, I'm playing the Australian PGA and the Australian Open in a couple of weeks' time. And then I get to stay home for about 5 weeks after that before heading out early in the new year to play and settle back in Europe and then come out and play on the tour. So that'll be nice. It's always nice, especially after long stretches like this year, to be away all year and get to go home and enjoy 6 or 7 weeks at home.
All right. You guys have anything else?
Yeah, you had some issues with your driving accuracy, and we had become a lot more reliant on your short game. Have you got this matter sorted?
I think so. I mean, if we're going to look at the stats this year, my iron play was the worst. I think I was about 18th in strokes gained driving, so I didn't feel too bad about that. But my iron play is standout terrible this year, so I've been addressing that, and I've made some equipment changes and you know, testing some of that stuff still this week.
Yeah, because I think you had lost a few strokes, and some of that may have been with age and less driving distance. But does this course, being a shorter championship course, lend more to your game?
Not really, no. No. You know, I still drive it long. I think the key here, like I said before, is hitting a lot of greens. I think if you're missing too many, it's going to be hard to keep the momentum going, because it's not that easy around the greens with the type of grass and the severity of slope and things like that. So, you know, really a big focus. I would like to see my iron play improve from where it's been this year.
Chris, do you have a question?
Yes. Adam, before the Buttefield Bermuda Championship was created, you obviously won here at the Grand Slam. How does coming back to a course, albeit you won that event a while ago, help your outlook on the week as you start to get things going?
Yeah, I think whenever you're coming back to a place where you've had good results, there's a positive vibe. That's for sure. I was excited to come back to Bermuda anyway. I had a great experience here on and off the golf course the last time I was here. And, you know, I'm really pleased that it was fitting into the schedule, making sense to come here this year. And, of course, like, every time I play, I'm here to try and win this golf tournament. And, you know, I've been working at a lot of different things in my game, and I'm trying to put it all together here this week.
Anything in particular off the golf course you're looking forward to doing? A little bit
Getting in the ocean. That's what I miss most of the year, everywhere I go, and the water looks beautiful, so I can't wait to get in the ocean.
Enjoy it.
Thanks.
Adam. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it.